Hey y'all, it's been a super weird day here with the dogs. The dogs are being weird, huh? They're just laying around in puddles everywhere. Usually they're causing chaos. And I just feel the stress from everybody today. So I thought it would be the perfect day to go live in here and do a mindset video, which if you've been following me for a while or following us for a while, it's not my normal thing. But I think it's really important. I think it's important to talk about it right now. Because one thing that I'm definitely seeing as I talk to trainers is that a lot of people are struggling and nobody's really talking about it. So I think we should talk about it. Again, if you've listened to me in the past, you know that our whole energy is to acknowledge struggles, acknowledge things that are going on, but not let it hold you to your behaviors or your patterns or your success. Like there's no reason why you can't be successful and push past those feelings or whatever's going on in your life. But I think it's important that we address it and we talk about it. So I found a quote from, I think it's from one of our friends and our old mentors that we used to work with when we owned gyms. But it just made me think about everything that has happened today, all the conversations that I've had really in the past 2 weeks with trainers and kind of the vibe that's going on. And that quote, I don't know if it's by him or somebody else, but it's we question all of our beliefs except the ones that we truly believe. And those we never question at all. So if you think about that quote and really what it means, it's crazy to think about, right? Because we live in our own reality and we create our reality. And there's plenty of social pressure around us there, especially right now with like the economy, how everything just is in the world. There's a lot of outward influence in that. And that can change your day to day. It can change your week by week. It can change your month by month. It can definitely, it can influence your business. But really overall, our core beliefs, the beliefs that we believe so firmly that we don't even question it, those are the ones that are shaping how you're doing things overall. And we can't deny that it's also shaping how you run your business and how successful you are inside of your business. One thing that we've seen is when we talk to trainers who have been training for 25 plus years and running their business and just struggling the whole time. So they felt the ups and downs of the economy, of their business, of being an entrepreneur. It's a lot harder to break that belief with them and help them to understand that they can win in their business and they don't have to struggle than working with brand new trainers. So when we work with younger trainers or new trainers who are awesome at what they do, but they don't have the same experience in their business, it's a lot easier to lead them to success because they have that fresh mindset. And that's really something to think about, right? It's like the laps that you do predict how you're thinking. And if you've been thinking the same way for a while, if you were born into a mindset or a situation or a direction of thinking that you can't be successful in what you do, then it's a lot harder to break that belief and become successful. But the thing is it really is a snap decision. It's something where you have to decide to break that habit and it's not, or that belief, and it's not going to happen unless you take action to do that. And the sooner that you take that action, the sooner it will happen. So another part of this is that trainers have been told by stats, by society, the value that they have. You probably have clients that love you. You probably have people that support what you do, but you also might have heard people say, what are you gonna do for a real job? What are you gonna do for your career when you're done with training? Or is it, like it must be fun training dogs all day or playing with dogs all day. And this really helps to shape that belief that even though you probably fight back, right? You're probably in your mind, you're like, what do you mean? Like this is what I do. Like this is real. This is the thing that I'm passionate about. It will start to eat away at you and make you think of your job or your career as less valuable. And luckily, there's an amazing community of trainers to support you. And that community can help to build you up and get over that mindset. But the other thing about the dog community is it's not necessarily focused, like the values are not necessarily focused on money and on making money. And that's okay. The whole dog industry doesn't have to focus on just making money. But the problem is when everything is focused on, like, your status is almost on not making money. So if the whole community of dog trainers that you surround yourself with, they're all struggling, right? And they're not making money and they're not successful. Well, if you try to go out, if you try to branch out and be successful or make money, when you start to care about money and growth and wealth, that's when people will start to look at you funny. So sometimes you have to break out of your own community that maybe you've had for years and years and years and years and be a little uncomfortable with how people think about you in order to be successful in your business. But the thing is, if you really want to build real wealth in your life, then you have to get uncomfortable. It's a crazy notion that if you win the lottery, everybody loves you. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Everybody jokes about winning the lottery. Everybody dreams about it. And it's like, if you win the lottery, everything's fine. But if you decide to put in the work and ethically make the money to be wealthy in your life, then people judge you, right? So making money inside your training business has nothing to do with shortcuts. It has nothing to do with scamming people or, signing up more people than you can handle. It's about creating a real business where you can be successful within that business and not have to struggle with the ups and downs. And this is something that we saw a lot when we were in the gym world. We saw it a lot in the gym space. It was very, very common and normal for gym owners and trainers to be poor and have a poor mindset. And it was accepted. So it's kind of the same energy. If you're a personal trainer, people ask you, oh, when are you gonna get a real job? What are you gonna do with your career? So you can have a very successful gym and people still have that mindset around training. And that spread into the mindset of gym owners. And because they had that belief and their surrounding community had that belief, it was very hard to break out of that. And Dallas and I, as gym owners, we had to be able to be okay with not being part of that community and having people separate themselves from us because we wanted to have successful businesses and we cared about the business. But the thing is, the people who get stuck in that mindset of your industry being poor or your career being poor or having to struggle, they usually don't realize that there's a whole community out there of trainers who are actually making money. And you can hate on that community all that you want if you even know about them. So some trainers don't even know about them. There's a whole society of trainers out there, of dog trainers, that are making money. They're successful. They can build businesses. They can build ranches. They can build kennels. And they're separate from the community and the majority of trainers who stay in that stuck mindset of being poor, of not being successful, of struggling, of the ups and downs, of every solution being a scam, of not being good enough or not being able to be successful. But if you know about that community and you feel separated from them, it's kind of like the celebrity status. It's like looking at celebrities in Hollywood and thinking that they're somehow different than what you are, right? You look at these trainers as celebrities, as different. And it's not their training skills that's making them money. There are so many amazing trainers out there, so good at what they do. They could be saving dogs' lives every single day, but they don't know how to run their business and they don't know how to be seen or heard. And there are also trainers out there who have a ton of followers or a ton of influence, or they're making money inside their business, but maybe they're not that good at what they do. So it doesn't have to do with your training skills. It has to do with your business skills. And you can sit there, and hate on trainers that you see on Instagram that are celebrities and doing things their way, but that's not going to help anything. Until you can build influence and change the world in the way that you want to, throwing rocks at those people, throwing stones at those people is going to make no difference. The only way that you'll be able to make an impact is if you're able to establish status and recognition inside the community, and you can help to influence people the way that you want to influence them. But the thing is about these people in this training community who are making money, one thing they're not doing is they're not paying attention to what the trainers who are not making money are doing, because they don't care. They have their own community. And they're not any different than you. The only thing that is different is they decided to learn the skills to make money and change their mindset around the industry. They started where you were at. They started in that same mindset. They started with the same core beliefs that they never questioned, and then one day they decided to question them. And not only did they question them, but they pushed through the pain of pushing against the industry standard, of people saying that they were crazy, of people saying like, what are you doing? Or you suck at training, or your method is horrible, or whatever it was. They pushed past all of that, and they still do today. So you have to question your core beliefs to make real changes inside your business. It's essential. There's no way around it. You have to question your core beliefs. And if you want a list of the most common core beliefs that trainers have that's holding them back from creating wealth inside their business and really being successful, let me know. I'll send you the list of obstacles and also some exercises that you can do to really start thinking about how you can make those changes. Just comment mindset below. I'll send that over and start making changes in your business today so you can see the growth that you really, really want to be a part of.